Everyone out there, welcome to Astrology for Healing. And today we're going to talk about tomorrow's forecast. The big change is coming with communication. Boy, we could all use a change because Mercury, the planet of communication, has been in the sign of Pisces for way too long. Why? Because the planet was moving forward, moved back, and then forward again. That's called a retrograde. So people freak out about Mercury retrogrades, but the bad part was that it was in Pisces. No offense to you, Pisces guys. I love Pisces. They are the magical, wonderful, spiritual people, and they create so much great vibe out there. But when you have Mercury that wants solid answers in the middle of a pandemic, to be in the sign of Pisces, it gets a little tricky. So we've all witnessed the confusion, the disillusionment, the delusion, and just really no form, no logic. It's all there. Very Piscean communication. I could laugh at it now, but I'll tell you what, going through this was no picnic for anyone, even though I had a little bit of a understanding that this may be bad because it was compared to the Great Plague when the planets were aligned in a certain way. But I didn't want to put it out there to the universe because it's about really looking at the possibilities and then being mindful of what can happen, especially in everyone's life. The positive parts of the pandemic I'd like to focus on, and people are starting to talk about it, is we could look in and do something about our own lifestyle, about our own health care. And if you don't already know me, my name is Ev Zervadakis. I've been practicing astrology and using my intuition to help people, and decided to incorporate that in my private patient advocates business, where I do healthcare consulting and putting the healthcare puzzle together for individuals. So I thank you again. If you hear me loud and clear, give me a thumbs up. Let me know who you are and what your expectations are from me. I'd love to share my experience and knowledge with you. This platform is for you to learn. That's what I do best, is teach. So let's get into it. This video is about Mercury in Aries. So Mercury, like I said, is what? About communication. And it's also about the media and different ways to communicate. And it's quick. Mercury is quick. You know, if you remember when you were little, you took a little piece of that, you broke a thermometer. We weren't supposed to do this. And you put it in your hand, and all that silver stuff just bounces all around. Well, if you witness something like that, then you understand the energy and the vibration of Mercury, which is quick and just all over the place. So it was definitely information overload. That is for sure. And the other thing now is it goes from Pisces and it's going into uh, Aries. Aries is a fire sign. It is direct. It's optimistic. It's masculine. So there's forcefulness. It's in initiative, and we're going to get some straight answers. And I'm already starting to see some straight answers, but we're able to, because Aries is intellect. We're able to use your head. So those of us that choose to use our head, or instead of being led around like sheep and like a flock, uh, you could look at this yourself and say, "Hey, wait a minute. If you're smart enough, you'll see these numbers. They're numbers, and the variables. When you look at a variable, when people do a study, are they looking at the whole picture? Are they looking at all the variables? One thing that really gets me annoyed is how immune are the people? Well, yes, it's a nouveau virus, which means that the immunity that most of us have towards this new virus, because it's brand new, is zero. So your body has to act quickly. If you're in great health, it will take care of the viral infection and you won't get sick. But if you're compromised in any way, then you're going to have a problem. So going back to the Aries and Mercury, Mercury is going to give us some direct communication as to what we can do, the expectations, what is realistic, what isn't realistic, real concrete answers. And that's what we all need now. We need to put this whole thing in perspective because it's all about perspective. And we have a choice to be positive or we have a choice to wallow in the mires of uh, victimhood. So we're not victims. We're all in this together and we're all going to get through this. And use your mind, use this information that you get moving forward and make the best decisions for you and your family. It's not over yet. It's a very contagious thing. That was part of the miscommunication, in my opinion. You know, my medical background, you could look up my credentials on Private Patient Advocates Inc. Inc.com, and you could see my health and medical background. But I'm not an epidemiologist. I'm not a doctor, but I did work in pathology. So I understand epidemiology. I understand how we have cross contamination. This virus was extremely contagious. And but if you look back in history, 1918, they quote all the deaths, and all through our human history, we've had pandemics and epidemics. We've had some bacterial. We've had some that were viruses. Now we've had the swine flu, and the swine flu, you know, there was a big scare and they were pushing everyone to take the vaccine. Well, the vaccine was not 100% um, tested, but people were so desperate that they took the vaccine, and it ended up causing. Hey, Rosie, how you doing? Nice to see you. Wow, I'm excited. Oh, the good old days, huh, Rosie? Hang in there, baby. But anyhow, with these viruses and you know, the epidemics, and what I was talking about is it happens where you you get this in history. So they took the vaccine and it caused a bigger problem. The vaccine, it caused a neurological problem. I believe it was Guillain-Barré, and that killed more people than what the virus did. So then you have to look at the other virus, which was HIV. That was a big deal. That in the beginning of my medical career. That was a scary thing. I remember what they would make us do: double glove, gown up, mask up. We couldn't touch the people. And then we find out later the true transmission of this virus. And millions of people have died over the years with this AIDS problem. But that was a pandemic as well. The thing that surprised me was because of the media and because of the confusion. Thank you, Pisces. We had a little problem with how we dealt with it. I understand that. I respect all the people working on the team because no one knows anything, even now. But they shut down the country. I've never heard such a thing where you shut down the whole world. The world was paralyzed. But here's the good news, folks. And I like to keep these videos under 10 minutes. You like that? Give me a thumbs up. If you want me to talk more, I could do it, but I'd rather not. I'd like to spare you of that. So, and remember, tell me who you are and where you're living, and anything else that you want to learn about astrology and how it helps you. So, the other thing, how to make this astrology personalized for you. If you have your chart in front of you, just look and see, because you can see where Mercury is right now. It's in Aries. So look and see what part of the wheel Aries is in. So thank you, Rosie. Anyhow, see where Aries is, and you can see that Mercury is in there. So if, for example, it is in the seventh house, that means partnerships, business, or marriage. That means it's a good time to talk to the partners. You're going to have a lot of communication. And let's say it's in the second house. You might end up making some income from the Mercury and the communication. You might be a writer or whatever. So if you want to have a reading or you want more information, we're setting up classes now. I think I'm going to just do the classes live. They'll be more fun. So you take care, be safe out there. Just be very mindful that this virus is extremely contagious. Don't let anyone get closer than 6 feet to you, because I'm treating it like a TB. Uh, when it first came out and I started seeing things, my intuition was screaming, this is a hybrid problem. It's acting like a airborne thing because of the way I was watching it manifest. So that's just my intuition. But so have a safe day, and kept it under 11 minutes. So that's good. Talk to you later, and thank you for, hey, Huguette. I'll talk to you later. Bye, Huguette. Thank you. Love you all, guys. Be safe. Till next time.